Any thoughts about first talking Polish and then?
First of all, I want to say dzięki for even asking me such a great question. Next, I want to ask you a question if you're ready to answer. How do you say a table with broken legs?
Stół z powyłamanymi nogami. That's a great question, man. If this is this is how you're gonna fight, I am afraid of Michał a little bit, because this was a fantastic counter. Congratulations, man. You're good. You have a good advisors. But seriously, in my opinion, this is if not the best fighter you faced in your career. Although I think it's the probably toughest guy to figure it out. How do you?
Yeah, so we'll see. I think, what we all seem to fail to remember is that I'm going to be also the most dangerous, the most awkward person that he's been in the ring with. So it's like, we can look at it that way, or we can look at the way that, he's never had to deal with someone as physically strong, as powerful, as good IQ. I just look at my stuff. I don't really look at my opponent. But in all honesty, when, the fight came across the table, I looked, I said, this is a good fight. This is someone who's got really good feet, really good boxing brain. He's been in the WSB, so he's been an international fighter for however many years. He's boxed against massive heavyweights. He's a game guy. He's coming to have a fight. He's got good, every time someone throws a punch, he throws a punch back. So he's there to have a fight. Do I think he has the attributes to beat me? No. I think the reality of the fight is going to be, he's going to try, and he's going to try hard, and I'm going to show why I am the best cruiserweight in the world. It's just as simple as that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go with Rafael next.
Hello, Lawrence.
Hello.
You fought with 4 Polish guys in past, Jakubowski, Trio, and Pro, Rusiewicz, Jerzewski, and Głowacki. What do you think? You won all this fight easily. Now will be the same, or that fight will be the hardest in your career?
We'll see. This one here is the reason why I think it will be a little bit harder is because there's been so much history with myself and Polish fighters. So they'll all be able to give him a bit of information about what it was like in the ring with me, what worked, what didn't work, what they would do differently. You also have the fact that he is the biggest out of them, as in he's 6'3", and he's been in hard fights, against Makabu, against Dujola. I can't remember how to say his name, even though he is Nigerian. He's been in some fights where he's getting the knockouts as well. So he's got a lot of experience. I think that's what he has, which Głowacki also had it. Głowacki had it, but he's got a lot of experience, and he's maybe 31, 32. So he's still young, ambitious. So it's hard to say. I'm hoping, because I love Igor and I love Głowacki, to get the knockout quicker than I did with them, just so that he can't run around saying, I'm the hardest one and do all of this nonsense. I'm going to show him that he is just like everyone else, and he's going to get knocked out. But I keep my calm now. This is not the fight week. We're still far away. But we'll see, we'll see. I can talk, but I think to show on the fight day will be what matters.
Okay, thank you.
All right, probably it's my turn right now. Hello, Lawrence. You've been saying that you're currently watching a lot of Cieślak fights. You already said what makes him a dangerous fighter, but when you were watching his fights, and are you confident and are you 100% sure that you will be able to keep him away with your long hands?
I don't want to keep him away. Personally, I don't want to say too much tactically, but this is not a fight that you do at long range. So the reality is, in boxing, it's all about who you're fighting, how you fight. So he is maybe 6'3", 190 centimeters, and he's got really good feet. So he's able to move in and out of range well as he's got a very good fitness. So he will, every time I throw a punch, he'll throw a punch. Every time he throw a punch, so he's ready to work. So someone like this, you don't want to stand and have a boxing match because he's a very good boxer. He's someone that's, as he said, done it since he was 13. He may even be a better boxer than me. So I have to show other stuff, which is I'm going to knock you out. There's no two ways about it. You can box all you like. But for me, same with Spilka and Wilder, you can be winning all you like. You can even, I'm going to land and you're going to go to sleep.
I got it.
Pete, if you want to go around for another set.
I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't a big fan of the way you were fighting until you start working with the trainer. It was kind of like more like wrestling than boxing. Then you become more and more a boxer, more assured of what you can do.
So I think a lot of it comes down to. So it comes down to the brain and the mindset. So the reality is, I've always been tall. I've always been very hard to hit, and I've always punched very hard, and I've been physically strong. So sometimes you get into lazy, safe habits. I'm going to hold, it's safe, and then you forget. Like, I've been in the ring with the best heavyweights in the world. Although sparring is sparring, you've got Anthony Joshua, you've got Dylan White, you've got the whole host, and I'm doing well with every single one of them. So I'm obviously at this level, but why show it in the gym and not show it on the day of the fight? That's the only question that my coach asked me. Why every day do I see you doing this, but on the day of the fight, you're showing something different? And once I started thinking about that, my mindset changed, and then I thought to myself, you know what, he's right. Let me just go out and do what I do every single day in the gym, and I'm going to win. It's someone that sees, like, if he came to train with me in the gym, I'd beat him up every single day. So why not do it on the day of the fight? Simple.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope that makes sense. The mindset. So, for example, with Cieślak, I see him, I feel nothing. You know, he might feel something, I feel nothing. He's just a person. So the same when I fight, there's a big crowd, I feel nothing. All that matters is, what am I going to do to this person, and what's he going to try and do to me? And then that's it, you know?
Thank you.
Lawrence, you've got today first face-to-face. What you saw in Cieślak eyes?
Nothing. Same as everyone, you know, just, you know, try to look mean and I'm coming and just, it doesn't mean anything. For me, I don't even engage mentally in this, because this is not the fight. The fight is the fight. He will do the same thing, but we'll see. When he lands punches, if he's able to land, it's about how I react to the punches. It's about how he reacts to the punches, because this is boxing, not staring contest. But what I see is someone who is, he's up for it. He's been here. He doesn't look scared. He just looks like a man who wants to have a punch, who wants to have a fight.
Thank you.
Thanks.
In Poland, the commentators, the guys on Twitter, they're joking that Cieślak looks like a murderer with the face of a murderer. So
yeah. No, but that's what everyone was joking around. He looks like a villain, you know, from a movie. You know, he's got a scar on his face and, you know, all this. But for me, like, it doesn't matter, because we're not in a hitman and I'm not a target. We are two boxers who are going to have a fight, and I'm going to take it back to boxing, which is block, you know, land some shots, move my feet, he moves his, and we see who can land the shots to win. I think he's powerful, but I don't think he's as powerful as me. I think he's very fit. I don't think he's as fit as me. I think he's very good, but I just beat him on every layer. The only thing he has, maybe, experience, but I will be coming to steal experience from him, and we'll go from there.
Mm-hmm. Someone may say that you don't have a lot to win in this fight, because this is not a unification. And the other thing is, Cieślak is probably a tougher opponent than usually in the modern boxing world, when the champions are defending their titles in voluntary defenses. But do you personally, do you feel that you have something to win in this fight? Maybe some more respect in the boxing world?
That's the word. That's as you're saying, that's the only word. For me, it's easy to beat C-level, I don't know what to call them, okay fighters. You know, the ones you always see in voluntaries. It's easy. I can do it without, like, it's easy. All I have to do is diet and then I'm going to win. But with someone like Cieślak, when I win, I'm going to feel happy. You know, I'm going to feel actually like I did something. When I go to bed that night, I'm going to say to myself, wow, well done, champ. You know, and that's all that's for me. I grew up with not much. So to have anything right now is a blessing. So it's the other stuff that means more to me. To say I'm going to do this and do this, it means something. To have a fight where people are questioning, maybe. I mean, in Poland, I'm sure they believe that Cieślak has a very good chance of winning this fight. So it's good to have that. And then when I win, I'm coming to Poland. You know, that's the thing. I'm coming to Poland. After I win this fight, I need PA, I need all of you guys to make sure that I'm safe and looked after. And I'm coming to Poland for a weekend or a week, and we just have a good time.
Yeah. See you in Poland then.
See you then.
Tomek a little bit stole my question about taking Cieślak, toughest guy possible for you to fight right now. But were there any other names into consideration for you?
No, it's only champions. I said, for me, the belt, the world, it doesn't mean anything to me. Without being funny, I'm not being disrespectful to boxing, but I don't care. I just care about fighting. I just care about actually winning. You know, when I beat Glowacki, I'm not, oh yes, crying my eyes out that I've won a world title. For me, I'm happy I won a fight. That's it. With Cieślak now, when I win, I'm just going to be, well done, Lawrence. Pat on the back.
So not the belts, but the guys who you beat are more important for you.
Yeah.
The competition. I just beat the best guy I could beat. Competition.
So if you look at my career, every person that I boxed is the best person I could at that time, if that makes sense. So yes. In Britain, I tried to box the best in a row. Some fights were not good wrestling, but I'm boxing as good as I can. We get to the European champion, the best person I could at that time, I boxed him. Then I tried to have so many different fights. Glowacki one came up. I said, okay, I take it. Let's go. I managed to beat Glowacki. And then now I have the choice. I said, I want unifications, Bradis. I want this. I want the Maccabi. I'm whispering. I'm shouting. These are the fights I want. They're not coming. Okay, who's next? Cieślak. Ooh, that's a serious fight. Yes, serious. Okay, let's do it. And then we do it. If I don't want to box Cieślak, it doesn't happen. He stays at home and he trains and tries to fight someone else. I want to because I enjoy competition. So maybe I'm a fool. We'll find out. But on the 27th, I expect to win, and I expect to win and get all of your respect and another name on my belt.
Rafał, last question from you, mate, and then we'll wrap up.
Okay. Lawrence, there is something you would like to tell the Polish boxing fans in Poland before this fight?
Yes. Thank you so much. I know you're rooting for your fellow Polishman. I respect that. But then after I win, please accept me to come to Poland, and I want to just be shown a good time. I want to eat some beautiful Polish food. I want to go to some wonderful Polish architecture, and I want to meet all of the. I want to meet Igor, if possible, Glowacki, Dzieciaki, Michael, and we all show boxing. I'm very passionate. I want to win. I want to knock him out now. After the fight, it's boxing. We hug. We all hang out and we do something, and maybe some sort of event if it's possible. Maybe I'm crazy, I don't know, but that's what I want to say. Just shout out to all the Polish people watching, and I look forward to a wonderful fight in 4 weeks.